this way.
Hey YouTube, as I told you, we're going to do a couple of videos here in a row, so you may have noticed if you just watched the last video that we're getting right back out into this one. First things first, I want to see if I can get Mr. Skelly Butt to come out here. No, that did not go as well as I'd hoped. For heaven's sakes. I want to try to farm right over here, but I'm afraid that Mr. Skellington is going to be shooting at us the entire time. Not an invalid fear, I fear. So I'm going to try to get him to come after us. Come on, you. See if I can aggro him and get him to come out of the water. They have a pretty reasonable AI in terms of being intelligent, which is why he's just kind of chilling in the water right now, because he knows if he comes out he's going to die of sun. His zombie counterparts are not nearly as intelligent, making them slightly easier to deal with. I didn't bring anything of use. Pooh. Okay. I think we're just going to have to go for it. I think that's just going to be how this has to go. What I'm going to do is rip up a lot of this and redistribute the dirt over here around the water, and then put some sand or something behind it. Since this is not necessarily our main area, we're just going to go ahead and terraform. I'm out of shovel, and I'm not feeling industrious enough to use a shovel. So we're going to grab this stuff up, and then we're going to figure out where it needs to go. As always, beginner's tips. I know a lot of you who are watching are probably way more advanced than I am. If you are planting a bunch of stuff, like you want to plant, a big wide swath of territory, the water will irrigate your land for 4 spaces away from the water. So just you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, ooh, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Please don't sue me if that's your song. Anyway, 4 spaces. 4 spaces away from the water will irrigate properly. So, for instance, well, all of this is actually okay. Oof. This is going to be about to be an unholy mess. Okay, there we go. So, and you can count from either direction. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be irrigated from both directions. So, as a for instance, we're going to go ahead and fill, oops. Did you just shoot at me? You did, didn't you? But you're not going to get any closer. I kind of feel like sticking my tongue out at you. That sounds like a really stupid idea. Anyway, so this is going to be our irrigated territory. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. See, he kind of jumped up there and took some damage. 3. So, whoops. Yeah, we're okay. So 4 back from the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is probably the furthest for this swatch of territory that we can go. What you can do to increase that, which we're probably going to go ahead and do here, is actually make tracks of irrigation. Oops. Ow. Kind of a jerk, Mr. Skeleton. And clear up this. Now, if you have a bucket, and we will have a bucket soon, You can use that to fill it in if you want to. Not necessary. It would be mostly a stylistic convention, not necessarily anything you have to do. But what I do think I'm going to do for style is maintain the same 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So we're going to plant in blocks, I think. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so what we'll do here is we're going to fill in like so. As quickly as we can. Just like this. Now what I am going to do is continue this having the water run around the outside like that. I may put in some bridges. Actually, I probably am going to put in some bridges. Somehow. To ensure that we don't have to jump on these. Probably just by, you know, like, I'll probably put it, like, here. Like, make a little bridge to walk across. We'll worry about that in just a second. Let's see. Okay, so... Whoops. Oopsie. Probably should have thought of that, but, you know... Now this is going to irritate me, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so what we need... Sigh. If you ever find yourself being in... Oh, we need more of that. Being a perfectionist, Minecraft is a game that will drive you crazy from time to time. Because you will start to do something and then realize that you've made a terrible, terrible error in judgment. And you don't know how to fix it. Actually, you do know how to fix it, but it's going to take a while. Comically, I was talking to my therapist. I have a therapist now. Because I'm American. So, obviously, we all have therapists. Anyway, I was talking to my therapist the other day, and he said that my perfectionism is what's causing me part of my problems. So, so this whole thing right now, were he watching, would be an exercise in him telling me exactly that I'm doing exactly the wrong thing and trying to be a perfectionist and coming back to fix this. Fortunately, he's not here. So we're going to fix this. We're also going to try not to fall off the cliff. I don't really want to... Okay, here we go. That's good news. Good news. Okay. I didn't want to deal with the skeletons below. So we're just going to carve out some of the hole here. Anyway, yeah, so he's telling me that my desire to make everything perfect the first time around is part of my lingering issues with depression and anxiety. So that's awesome. Can't change who you are, though, right? This is relatively relaxing, even if I am screwing up. Anyway, here we go. I'm just gonna grab some of this. I want to have a full 64. Essentially what I did that I don't like, just so you can follow along with the insanity here, is that there's... You can walk... It didn't used to be this way, but you can walk on, Oh, that's way too shallow, isn't it? I was about to jump in the water, and now I'm like, that's really stupid. I shouldn't do that. Anyway, you can walk on plants, but you can't jump on plants. You will hurt them if you jump on them. So my mistake is that I made them exactly the square size that they would need to be in order to plant the plants properly, but I did not make them the size so that we could walk around them. So with 2 blocks, we're going to be okay closing this off like this. Whoa! Hello. How are you? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and ignore Mr. Skeleton, because he doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage right now. He's kind of fighting with us, but he's not being real mean. I'm going to leave this side open. And then, so just to hold on to the... Oh, I made it 5 deep, didn't I? I did. Okay, so 5 deep, 4 across. Just to keep the same shape. Because I like that symmetrical. I can't talk tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tear up, tear up, tear up, tear up, tear up, tear up. Fill itself back in. Go ahead and pull that up. It's getting dark again. Okay, so then what we want to do... I'm kind of okay with that idea. I'm talking to myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, right. Right, okay. And then we're gonna put in, again for symmetry's sake, we're gonna put in a thing like that. Now, so what this does is this allows us to have a couple of little areas to make stuff here. I will probably put in some fencing, and I'll make floating fences so that way they don't bother the water. Spooky. In the meantime, let's go get these guys. And these guys. And what we're also going to do is light this area up a little bit. Things grow better in bright light. It can be artificial light. So fear not. Put those in. Now, your upside here, is that if you can get to it right after you jump on it, it will turn into seeds or something you can replant. So it's not a complete loss, but if a skeleton or something else jumps on it, you're going to be kind of snowed. So that's why, that's why you kind of want to gate everything in and light everything really nicely, just to ensure that you're not going to lose anything to problems. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, derp. We're going to make some more torches. I'm going to grab those. I got some good iron. That is fantastic. Iron is handy, and I'm glad we found some over here so we don't have to go back. I'm hoping for chicken eggs also, but we're going to go ahead and also do a little bit of renovation over here. So we are going to make a bunch of sticks, and we're going to make a bunch of I thought that was, but, did they change the, but that was fences, right? I thought that was fences. Okay, yeah, because that's still fence gate, so, okay. Bing, fence, Minecraft. Did they change the Minecraft wiki? Did they change how to make it? They did! Oh, balls. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Really, guys? Really? Crap. I've got all these sticks that are just completely not the most useful things in the universe. Anyway. So in case you were wondering what I meant about floating fences while I sit over here and irritate myself, this is what I mean. The water still counts underneath it. Things really can't get into it. And it will protect your ground. So this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to go chop down some more trees because I didn't realize this was a thing. There we go. Floating fences. Sometimes I like to put in, I like to drop them down into the water just to give the illusion of it being like having a structural base. This is not quite that dire, so we're gonna go ahead and not do that for the moment. Good enough to make some more. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay. I am gonna stick with the. Ow. I am gonna stick with the dark oak though. Not that it really makes a difference. I could make a couple of the light oak, but ow, ow, what? Oh. I could make some of the light oak, but ultimately that would offend my sensibilities, and we need to eat to have two different colored pieces there. I realized I had so much of that. That's okay. That is always a good thing. 2, 8. Use some of these sticks I just made. Grumble, grumble. Okay, food, right next to food. Let's have some fish. Let that come back up, and then we'll probably need a piece of bread because it takes away from food to restore your health. So I'll let that happen for a minute. That's a good sound. That may very well be the hole I made up top, though. It's not a very well lit hole that can spawn things. So. This is always the exciting part of the day. Waiting for our health to regen. I do like the music, though. Very nice music. Alright, rock on. So, moving on. We're going to sneak out here. I do like that there's a cycle to the moon. I think that is really cool. It was a touch they didn't need to add, and yet they did. I keep forgetting that you guys are way darker than me, so I'm going to go ahead and put in some light so you can see what I'm doing. Chop down another dark oak tree here. And then I think once the sun comes up, I'm probably going to do another video or two. I've still got a little bit of time before I really need to get back to the grindstone. And what I want to do is go back and check on the chicken eggs. And then see what happens there. Oh, I can't see up in there. Natch. Let's see. Again, well, actually, some news that just came out this week. This will date this broadcast if you're watching in a couple of years. Minecraft apparently was purchased by Microsoft. I don't know how that's going to change the videos. Hopefully not very much. But you know, Mojang has always been really just cool with people making videos and stuff like that. So hopefully, Microsoft will just, leave things as they are, because obviously it's a lot of publicity for them, and for the game. No guarantees, but I'll keep my fingers crossed, and you guys should too. A part of me is really excited that they got purchased, because it was a really great buy. It was a lot of money. So some of our favorite developers right now are, probably having happy dances in a bar somewhere, right even as we speak. Even though the news is a couple of days old, I'm sure that, if my company got bought for that much money, I think I would still be having a party. Especially because they're a relatively small company, so this is kind of a big coup for everybody, right on down to the lowliest of employees. So yeah, I'm really excited for them, and congratulations. Microsoft, if you're listening, I had asked Mojang about this earlier, and so I'm going to ask you. Treecapator. Treecapator needs to be a thing. You need to put Treecapator into the game. I hate cutting down trees. Cutting down trees is probably my least favorite part of Minecraft. So if you could put in Treecapator, I would be very happy. I think I got them all. Holy buckets. I'm in a really, really bad place to do this. Oh, this is just terrible. Terrible idea. Okay, there we go. It's a slightly less ridiculous idea. Whew, 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 whew. Whew, 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 whew. Whew. Okay. Okay, breathe. Creepers. Effing creepers. Man. Good gravy. It's an awfully nice everything you have right there. Whew. Okay. Breathing, breathing. Breathing is good. Ow. Alright. Sun is up. Beautiful day. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. As always, questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and throw them in the comment section. It has been awesome to have you with us. Join us again next time in the Not Mesa, right outside the Mesa. Thank you again for joining us, and I said that a couple of times. And, you know, keep having fun.